Good morning here. Okay, today is day 2 of my grounding challenge, and today we're going to be talking about emotional grounding. Get this microphone closer. Yeah, okay. All right. So, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be leading you through a group healing session, you might say, where I'm going to be bringing in actually 3 different gemstones that can support emotional grounding. And what emotional grounding means is your ability to feel calm and emotionally content, because that is a baseline emotion, a sense of contentment. And then if other emotions come up, you're able to express them and let them go. As you express them, you let them go. So that you always return to the sense of connectedness with your emotions. You can feel them, you can acknowledge them, but they are settled. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to be inviting you into a session space, and you'll be giving me permission to do that by being here, by listening to this. Okay, so if you're not interested, just turn it off. Okay, let's get started. All right. Okay. So I'd like to begin by declaring the space of our session to be safe, sacred, clear, acknowledging the presence of our spiritual guides, masters, teachers, power animals, whoever we look to for that inner support. May they guide your experience and also my focus so that I can serve you best. I'd like to acknowledge the sea of blessings we live within and surrendering the outcome. May thy will be done. All right. So, one requirement of emotional grounding is an emotional body that is well nourished. And this is Morganite with its symbiote rhodonite. And there's also white beryl in here, which is a goshenite. And I'm going to be bringing these gemstones into the session space, and allow yourself to receive them. You can receive them by breathing in their energy. You can receive them just by allowing the gems to ride the natural inflows of energy that naturally come towards you and then also away from you, but you're focusing on the receiving. You don't have to reach out, you just have to sit back and receive as we fill our session space with the energies of the Morganite. As your emotional body gets more nourished with this unique frequency that is specific, it is like vitamins for the emotional body, like food for the emotional body. The energetic aspects of us need energetic nourishment. It's just the way it goes. Yeah. And when the emotional body is well nourished, you can control it better. That's the bottom line. You can control it better. You're more capable of choosing the emotions that you want to have in any given moment and not allowing other emotions to take over and rule you. So just imagine breathing in nourishment for your emotional body whether it's from these gems or just from the aura around you, your own energy field. Okay. Gems are moving. I don't know if you can see that. They seem very active. I'm going to be leaving the Morganite in our session space, just setting it aside, because as a nourishing gemstone, they're not going to interfere with what I'm going to show you next. For emotional nourishment, this is probably the go-to gemstones. This is what we call black rhodonite, but it's actually a combination of black and pink. And it includes, the formula includes 8 onyx, 2 sets of 4, 4 being a very significant number for grounding and settling, and specifically working with the emotional body. So here we have rhodonite, black rhodonite. And here, the sensation isn't so much nutrients coming toward you, they're more about your energies settling. We call this mountain pose because when you wear it, you can feel like a mountain, steadfast, present, and enduring. So this is the go-to necklace for grounding. When I was experiencing post-traumatic stress with driving, and after my heart transplant, this is what I was wearing. This necklace, no, not this exact one, but this formula, and also amethyst to help feed my nervous system. Again, you can inhale the energies of the gems as they are broadcast throughout our session space. Just allow yourself to be flooded by the energies of these gems. And it's okay if for the next few minutes you allow yourself to relax, because once you're nourished with gemstone energies, when it's time to get up or go back to work, you're going to feel even more refreshed than when you started the session. Still paying attention to your breathing, breathing in the stones, and allowing the energies to settle, the gemstone energies to settle your energies. One thing I say about the mountain pose is that it helps to build like a platform. And this is true of pink rhodonite without the black in it. Helps you build a platform to stand on emotionally. I think that's a concept that you don't hear very often. It's like building a flooring for your emotional to stand on. And that gives you a great deal of a sense of security and self-confidence, and also courage. Okay, so let's give gratitude to the gemstones. I am also going to keep these in our space along with the Morganite as I bring out one more gemstone necklace for our Day 2 emotional grounding session. This is pink chalcedony. Chalcedony is a microcrystalline quartz. Very different feeling than the rose quartz, than wearing rose quartz. And we pair it with pink spinel. So that's what we have here. And the benefit of working with pink chalcedony is it helps you tune into another, you might say, baseline emotion, which is a quiet sense of joy. There's contentment, which is a baseline emotion that ideally it's nice to live within, but also that quiet sense of joy is another baseline emotion. And the reason I'm bringing this one into our space today for emotional grounding is because when you find that baseline emotion that works for you and how that feels, how you might describe it, you have this tremendous resource that you can fall back on when your emotions get riled for whatever reason. And that's another kind of, you might say, emotional grounding, being able to have the presence of mind, the presence of heart, to fall back on your baseline emotions. When maybe you might want to feel angry or jealous or any number of negative emotions. Remembering and practicing your baseline is just such a wonderful exercise in developing your emotional strength and your emotional stability and emotional wisdom. So allow these gemstones to enter your space. Breathe them into if you'd like. The pink chalcedony has such a calming nature to it. It is a good one to wear when you're just wanting to find some peace emotionally. If you're aggravated a lot and wanting some respite from that, helping to teach your emotions to find their baseline. So today is day 2 of our Today is day 2 of our grounding challenge, and today was about emotional grounding using the gemstones. And tomorrow I'm going to be working with gemstones that can help us ground our memory and what that means. I'm going to give gratitude to the gems, and also I'm going to bring this black rhodonite back as we move into an integration phase where we invite all the work that you experienced, everything you saw, felt, learned, all the shifts and changes within you to be integrated and accepted and received so they become a more lasting part of you. And we invite this integration to occur throughout your body and being at all dimensions. All the gem energies you experience to incorporate themselves into your being so that you're able to leave our little challenge today feeling bright and full and enriched, well nourished by the gems, with a much greater sense of emotional foundation to rely on as you go about your day. Okay, well, I'm going to say bye-bye for now, and I hope to see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern for day 3 of our grounding challenge. Okay, bye-bye for now.